franchise was born back in the 90s, and that's Jacksonville hosting in the playoffs as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the New York Jets and the Jacksonville Jaguars. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Native from up near Pensacola, it's Michael Carter. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Wilson. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Well, Charles, you talk about this offense, and you think about the man in charge, their head coach, this marking his first ever playoff game as the head coach, and you wonder what's going through his mind right about now.
Brandon, I think we both agree that he's had a great season, and we wouldn't be surprised at all to see him get plenty of Coach of the Year votes. I thought he took the right tone in his weekly press conference.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off, and the Jaguars are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 8 at the 46-yard line.
Lawrence will throw. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
On 2nd down now, it's Cannon, and he stopped immediately there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
A throw to the flat for Carter. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So he's stopped for no gain. And that'll bring up 4th down. Last-ditch effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick. Just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck. And unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. The tackle made there by Dayon Buchanan.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
So a great throw right there, and what a regular season this rookie had, piloting this offense, guiding them to a division title, and they get the home date here in round 1 of the playoffs. But, Charles, how do you think they'll play it here? Will they run the same kind of wide-open offense they've run all season, or do you think that they'll try and take some pressure off of the young fella?
Oh, I think they're going high, wide, and handsome in this one. I think it's all out, just as they've been doing all year long, because I think if you try and pull it back now a little bit, and you don't have quite as much confidence in him as you've professed. So go ahead and continue to run your offense. Do the things that got you here. As so many defensive coaches have told you and me, all gas, no brakes. Let it rip.
Flushed out right. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. Forced out to his left. Shark's got it left side. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So 1st and goal, and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game.
Robinson.
And not able to break away this time, as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. We'll run it now with Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal. Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And the 2015 first-round pick, Malcolm Brown, brings him down. They go play action now. Wilson gets it to his running back, Cannon. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. They don't even need to be a... They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do, because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on fourth down. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Wilson. Uncorks one for Davis. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big third down coming up.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Wilson. Open man is Trey Burton. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Wilson will throw again. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
On 2nd and 10, Wilson. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
To throw again is Wilson. He's going to find his tight end. That's Hunter Long. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Here's Wilson to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Nevin Lawson with a pick. 2nd interception for him now here in this 1st half. You got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be caught? No, they say it's incomplete.
I think he just made the punter a little bit jealous there. There was some serious hang time on that ball. Deep downfield, and while it didn't connect, it certainly sent a message, didn't it?
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the 1st half. Final play of the half. It's Lawrence escaping the pressure right. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Dan Arnold as time expires in the 1st half. And the Jaguars will extend their lead on a final play of the half. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And that will take us to the end of the 1st half of play. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with the coach and our EA Sports halftime report. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the 2nd half of this AFC wildcard game. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium, but you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
A play fake for Robinson. Now Lawrence. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And this is caught. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play for the Jaguars.
But I think it's about time I took my eyes off of the secondary or the guys with the football. How about the offensive line on that snap? They took care of business.
Absolutely, and when he can stay in the pocket like that, you're going to get big plays like we just saw. They'll try and run. This is Robinson. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown.
James Robinson. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Jaguars come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Gostkowski for the point after. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Next the score, Jaguars 17, Jets 0.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
We'll see a return here from the end zone.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Trenton Cannon.
He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Jets.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Jets 7.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. It's a big play for the Jaguars.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's second down. Here's second and 10.
They run. Robinson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. So now third and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
Flushed out right. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. And they'll run with ETN.
And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1 yard. A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
X3, 218.
They'll try to run this one in. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1 yard line. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Robinson again. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape, and that is not going to get it done. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on 1st down, but unable to do much from there. Gostkowski's kick is good, and that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that could all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 41. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay. That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. They go play action now. Lawrence finds the open target, Arnold. 7 yards, the pickup there. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson. He finds his man complete. That's Cannon. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. To throw is Wilson. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Throwing again here, Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open. A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. On the handoff, this is Cannon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Wilson. That's to Davis. He's got it. Touchdown, New York. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Jets have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this a very important drive leading in the 4th quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here 1st down. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge. Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another 1st down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40.
64,
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 48 yards rushing for him now as